Hey Urban Spinsters, it is Face Mask Monday. For those of you listening to me on my podcast, I have my face mask on, and today I am using Aztec Secret Healing, or actually Indian Healing Clay. And I think I bought this online. Oh my God, it's expired. And there's a lot in here. I don't want to throw it away. This is what we're talking about today, is getting rid of things that no longer serve you. Well, it's actually working. It pulls very tightly, which is why this is touted as the most powerful facial. It pulls the hell out of your skin, and it's 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. I have mixed it with water in my little trusty bowl, but you can also use apple cider vinegar to give an even tighter pull and get more of the gunk out of your skin. It's also good to use underneath the armpits if you have shaved or waxed armpits, because it helps with ingrown hairs and the darkness that we get sometimes from removing our hair in that area. So let's jump into the topic, which is getting rid of things that no longer serve you. And as I just pointed out, this mask has expired. It feels like it's still working though, but probably by this point, because I put it on a little prior to me hitting record. So at this point, it should be super, super tight where I can't talk. But I tried to be careful not to put it too close around my mouth and nose so that I could do my recording. So this is one of the things I probably need to get rid of soon. But my thumbnail of the YouTube video, if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, and share Urban Spinster. I have all the products, or not even all of them, that's just a few of the products that I have in my little arsenal. And I have so many skincare products because I've always had issues with my skin, whether it be sensitivity, acne. I mentioned on the last Face Mask Monday that I do have hormonal acne, which is acne that you get during your menstrual cycle. So that's on the jawline and chin area. So if you have acne in this area, jawline, chin, and you get it one time a month, for us ladies, that is hormonal acne, and you really start to get it probably after about 25 or so. So yay, right? That coupled with hyperpigmentation, that is the dark spots that you get after the pimple goes away. So I have products for that to lighten the skin back to its original tone. I also have creams for the pimples themselves, and those can be very drying. So you then have to worry about getting eczema, the dryness, the rashes. So there may be a cream that I have to use for that. Of course, the moisturizers, the under eye cream, the blah, blah, blah. So all these different things, depending on whatever issues I'm going through at the time. So I have all this stuff. But in having that, I need to go through and declutter. There are things that are expired or didn't work, but I just don't want to waste my money or feel like I wasted my money, because technically you did. If you didn't take it back right away within the return policy period, then you pretty much wasted your money. And skincare, along with makeup, it's a hit and miss type of thing. You try something, it may work great, it may not work. Then you're like, okay, well, I misspent money on this, let me try that. So it can be a little bit of a battle, and then you wind up with a countertop or under your vanity with a whole bunch of crap. So it's good to go through that stuff periodically and clean it out. Gives you way more space to do what you need to do. It's just a neater situation. It kind of frees your mind of just looking at a whole bunch of stuff. I am not a clutter type of person. Moved into this house not too long ago, maybe about a month now, and I did not unpack the room I'm in now, which is my office, because I wanted to get the walls painted. So I said, well, why unpack and put things against the walls, and I'm just gonna have to move it. So I said, well, I'm gonna get a painter and we'll do that first and then I'll unpack. Well, my journey to find a painter has become a long one. I have, I don't want to say interviewed, but I've gotten some estimates, and I have seen the work of a couple of painters, and I didn't necessarily like it. So I'm still on the hunt. So I said, you know what, I can't take this office being boxed up any longer. There were things I needed to get out of the boxes, things I needed to use that I could not because they were packed. So I just said, forget it. I'm just going to go for it and unpack it. But in doing that, I found there were a lot of things that I could get rid of. Even though I boxed them up and packed them and moved them over here, I could now shred them and get rid of them. Things that had to do with my old house that I no longer have. Things that were from, old relationships. I sued my ex-boyfriend in small claims court, and here's a tip: if you're going to sue anybody in small claims court, you may or may not get your money. All that does is allow you to legally pursue. It does not say, okay, you won, here's your money. All that does is allow you to garnish their bank account or their wages or whatever pursuit you're going to do. It just gives you the legal right to do. That's it. That does not mean that person is ever going to pay you, which he never did. So I had all this paperwork in regard to that court case, an old car accident I had, like, I don't even know how many years ago it's been now. So all that stuff that I was keeping, I got rid of. Manuals to appliances I no longer had, that either I gave away or broke or whatever. So I just cleaned out a lot of stuff, and it allowed me to have more space, more peace of mind. I had a 3-drawer file cabinet. That's gone. Now I'm down to the 2-drawer file cabinet. And if you saw the episode of Homemade Simple that I was on with Layla Ali, you can, if you haven't, you can still watch it on OWN. You have to log in with your provider. So if you have a cable provider or if you're streaming, I believe OWN is on Philo, you can see the before and after of the office that they redesigned for me. So I want to put that same blue color in this office. So I really need someone who can paint well, that can go from white to blue, and I don't see white underneath it or white on the baseboards where it's not supposed to be. I'm very picky about that kind of stuff. So just with unpacking it, decluttering again, because I did a lot of throwing away during the redesign, during the move, and then even again when I got here. And I have more space. So the more space you have, the more room you have to have a whole bunch of crap that you no longer need or is no longer serving you. So of course we can always talk about, who are the people around you that no longer serve you. I posted on Instagram, when people have, the wrong person has no more use for you, they stop pretending. So when someone is around you just for what you can do for them, and there comes a time when you don't have it to give, or you don't have it to do, or you just say no that particular time, you'll see who they really are. They will stop pretending to be your friend or to care about you if you cannot give them what they need from you, if they're the wrong person. So pay attention to those things. Okay? So I think that was pretty much it. Oh, want to say my condolences to the Witherspoon family, John Witherspoon. My parents will be flying in to attend the funeral tomorrow for Mr. John Witherspoon, Spoon as he is affectionately known. So shout out to him, rest in peace, and my condolences to his family. And I hope you all have a great week. Again, it's Face Mask Monday. If you are not listening to my podcast, it can be found where all podcasts are heard. I think with the exception of SoundCloud, I think that's the only place. But definitely Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, etc., etc., etc. Urban Spinster is there. So make sure you check out my podcast episodes. And I will see you when I see you, I guess. All right, have a good night. Bye.